recording again. So ito, just shuffling down yung mga nandito participants na is recorded na, naka-record kaya. So para you know na nandyan kayo and it's not there. Okay. So dami. Okay, very good. Very, very good. So yan, dumami na ulit. Ewan ko, ba't mukhang hindi pa ata naka-join yung iba. Okay, so let's go to the to the problem nitong valproic acid, no? Isipin niyo valproic acid killer, 'di ba? Ibig sabihin killer if pag may adverse effect that can happen, talagang killer siya, no? So, 'yan. So you see, sabi ko nga sa inyo, dahil one of the problems of the or the complications ng valproic acid is thrombocytopenia, no? So you have a very low platelet. So what happens to you is ang platelet count nyo is less than, syempre, this will be less than, um, ang normal nyo is 150 to 150 to, sorry, 150,000 kasi. Suppose tayo ilalagay to 400,000. So some would tell us na it's 450,000. So, pero we stick to this number muna. So this is your normal. So again, if you have a low platelet, what you have is tawag na to is a platelet uh, less than 150 is low, syempre. Pero to call it thrombocytopenia, it's actually less than 100,000 na platelet, no? So it should be less than 100,000 yung platelet natin for thrombocytopenia. So this puts us at risk for a very dangerous complication or problem, which is your bleeding. No, it's your bleeding. So dito, what are the early signs of bleeding? Master na yan ng mga ano ko, ng mga nahawakan ko last sem. Early signs, sabi nga natin, is um, uh, gum bleeding. Gum bleeding. You have your gum bleeding. You have your nose bleeding. Your nose bleeding. Yan. You have your ecchymosis. No? Ecchymosis. Diba? You have your petechia or your peticase. No? Peticase. Pero saan? Hindi to sa antecubital area. Hindi to sa dengue. No? You can find your petechia, no, dito sa chest part, no, sa may chest, no. So meron tong easy bruising, easy bruising, yan. So yan yung usually makikita nyo sa patient, no. So early signs of bleeding. So kaya we also note for what yung other sorry, other signs like meron tayong tinatawag na ano nga guys, ang sunod ko ilalagay, alam niyo na yan. Ano yung sunod ko ilalagay? Saan? Type nyo nga. Alam ko, alam niyo na yung susunod ko ilalagay. No, these are early, tapos maglalagay ako ng medyo late signs. Anong ilalagay ko? Sa late. Alam niyo yan. Pinapayaan niyo na naman ako. Ano yung sa late sign na ilalagay ko? Kasi this would be early. Ito yung sa early ko. Ito yung sa late ko. Anong ilalagay ko? Alam niyo yan. Ano nga? Uy. Ilalagay ko? Sa poop. Sa poop. Oh, sa poop. Ano nga lalagay sa poop? Signs of bleeding sa poop. Diba? Ano yung dalawa? What's the two? What's the two? Melena and what? Melena and you have your melena and melena and very good. Hematochezia. Hematochezia. which is melena is Lactari stool, yes or no? Yes or no? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Melena is your black tarry stool, yes or no? Yes, very good. This is your black tarry stool, black tarry stool, and your hematochysia will be your fresh blood in the stool. Again, alam nyo na kung what does it mean kapag melena, what does it mean kapag hematochysia. Melena, melena is for, makikita nyo yung tinatawag nating upper GI bleed. Upper GI bleed. Kaya tawag natin dyan ugib. No? Kapag hematochysia is lower GI bleed. 'Di ba? So, master na master nyo na yan. Yan ang difference. That's when you use hematochysia and your melena. Yeah, that's a good thing about knowing it. Para alam nyo, saan ba ito nanggaling tong bleeding na? Will this be worse or this might not be that worse? Di ba? So, ganun yan. So, those are the early signs of bleeding that we nurses should really know to assess for. So, those safety prec kahapon guys, no? So, mag-add tayo ng mga safety prec doon sa safety folder nyo na in-impart ko sa inyo. Sabi ko, lagay nyo na sa brains nyo yun. That is our safety folder, no? So, what are those, no, sa safety folder na in-add natin? Again, 'di ba? Sabi natin, ano dito, kasi ito naman, bleeding ang pinag-uusapan. So, need ko pa na naman uli i-take note para di kayo malito. So, pinag-uusapan natin dito is bleeding. So, what are those things to prevent para hindi mag-cause ng injury that causes bleeding? Again, kahapon, same yon yung linagay natin. Prevention ng fall kasi fall leads to bleeding. So, aadan nyo lang uli yon. So, kung babalikan natin yung kahapon guys na ginawa natin, so sabi ko nga, I looked up, sabi ko, well-lit ang environment. Well-lit environment. Sabi ko sa inyo. So, dapat, diba, well-lit na environment. Tama? So, ano, sabi ko sa inyo, uh, no clutters. Diba? No clutters. Anong ibig sabihin no clutters? No anything, no? Sa floors. 'Di ba sabi ko no rugs, no toys, no? So anything clutter, no banana peel, 'di ba? Banana peel, 'di ba? No to Tom and Jerry, 'di ba? Tom and Jerry lang may ganun eh. So ano pa? Well-lit environment. Tapos sabi nga natin grab bars should be present. Grab bars should be present. um, they should be present sa hallways, sa toilet or sa bathroom. Yan, this all should be present there to prevent injury. Again, madapa, always risk for bleeding, no? Laging cover yung sharp edges, di ba? You have your sharp edges. Saan? Anything sharp edges. Appliance, no? Uh, Forks, spoon and forks, no? Eating utensils, eating utensils, yan. So, ganun. Anything sharp object, di ba? Ano pa? Side rails, always up at all times. Side rails, up all times kasi if the patient fall, this can cause hematoma or injury, hematoma, bleeding can happen. Tandaan, the patient has a very low platelets, no? So, they are prone for bleeding. So, eto na yung specific for the bleeding na part. So, ano yung specific for the bleeding na part? So, eto na yung, ano, no, ano, ano na, ano yung mga specific guys? Uy, humina yung ano ko, signal. Saglit na. Ayan, lumakas ulit. Ano yung mga specific? Alam niyo yan. Nakalimutan niyo lang. Ano yung mga specific natin that I tell you very, very often? Ito na, pag bleeding na. Ano na? Okay? No bearing down. Ulit na naman tayo guys, nakakalimutan niyo na naman. No bearing down. No bearing down. So, ibig sabihin, no heavy liftings, bawal. No? So, no heavy liftings. No heavy liftings. No? Ano pa? No constipation. Ayaw nyo constipation. Kasi baka mag-bleed. Baka malay mo, meron silang meron silang almoranas. 'Di ba? Meron sila nun. So, ano pa? Aside from that, uy guys, kinalimutan nyo na lahat ng pinag-usapan natin. Ano pa ya? To prevent bleeding, avoid, avoid, ano, avoid using, ano, using razors, no? Ano dapat? Ano, electric shavers only. Dapat electric shavers only. Bawal razors. Okay? Shavers only. Okay? Ano pa? No hard bristles na toothbrush. No hard bristles. No hard bristles na toothbrush. Alam niyo yan guys, di ba? Toothbrush. No? Ano lang dapat? Soft bristle lang. Soft bristle lang. Soft bristle. So, yeah, to use soft bristle na toothbrush. Ano pa? Ah, ano pa? No, ano, no contact sports. Oh, yan na naman tayo, 'di ba? Prone for bleeding ka na, ngayon sumama ka pa sa rugby. No contact sports, 'di ba? No contact sports. Ano pa? Even the food that you eat, avoid avoid hard foods with sharp edges. 'Di ba? Yung mga crackers nyo and chips. Tama? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Okay, so avoid crackers, no? Or crackers and chips, 'di ba? With sharp corners or edges. Yan para sure. So you see, dami 'di ba? So, oh, see, so madami. So those are your safe, no? So, guys, so for the yesterday na mga people ko, so make sure to add this to your safety list. So, ito naman, kahapon ano lang yon, fall prec. Ito naman, ito bleeding. No, bleeding. So, yung fall causes bleeding too. So, anything yung cuts, bumps and bruises, anything injury, this can cause bleeding. Tandaan nyo, mababa yung platelet ng client nyo. Okay, so put this now doon sa ano natin, tawag nito, safety folder nyo sa brain. Wag sa tiyan ilalagay yung safety folder. Okay? Wag sa tiyan ilalagay yung safety folder natin. Okay? Okay, very good. So let's talk about yung last medication for your for your bipolar medications. You have your what we call yung lithium, no? So, ang concern naman natin dito is really always yung lithium toxicity, which is yung lithium toxicity of 1 to 2, no? So, yung blood levels should be just 1, yung blood levels nito is toxicity is 1 to 2. Yan yung ayaw natin. Kasi ang normal range ng lithium natin in the body should be at least para siyang para kayong may tawag nito, may creatinine 0.6 to 1.2. So tandaan nyo. So pag nakalimutan nyo si lithium, always remember kapareho lang yan ng inyong creatinine 0.6 to 1.2 ang normal range, no? So huwag kalimutan. So you're forever dangerous na lithium. Forever dangerous na lithium. Okay? So, baba natin si lithium here. Okay? So, this is now yung lithium natin. Okay? So, your lithium. So, again, your lithium sa katawan nyo should just be at a normal range or limit of 0.6 to 1.2. So, ito lang dapat ang nasa katawan natin, no? So, ano yung toxicity levels? When does this or when is this toxic? When it is more than 1.5. Ang inaano nga lang natin sa ano niyan, ang tinuturo ko lang is 1 to 2. Yan ang tandaan eh. Okay? Pero ang naka-specify kasi talaga is if you have 1.5 and above, ayan, meron ka nang makikita natin dyan na these are already moderate toxicity. More than 1.5 is already a moderately toxic, no? Especially when it's more than 2. That's pretty bad, no? This is really toxic na. This is really toxic na when you have more than 2, no? So what happens kapag ano, kapag tawag nito, kapag yung um, yung lithium natin is way high, 'di ba? Sa body natin. Eh para saan ba yung lithium natin, 'di ba? So, yung lithium levels natin. So, sabi natin is given for patients with ito ngang for people with bipolar disorders, 'di ba? So, ang prolonged effect nito when it comes to toxicity, this can make can cause mental changes, no? I mean not mental but neurologic changes, no? This can cause neurologic changes. This can damage your kidneys. This can put you to seizures. This can put you to coma. This can put you to death kapag meron kang lithium problem. So, pero what's the good thing about lithium? Kasi this is a medication nga used for people with bipolar disorders, no? So, binibigay natin to for people with bipolar. Uh, we can also give this to people with schizophrenia, schizophrenia with schizophrenia affective. Bakit affective? Kasi ito yung ano din. Ito yung mga schiz patient na may shift din to depression. Ibig sabihin, hyper or meron siyang mania and hypomania too, no? So meron siyang okay, manic and hypomania episodes 2. So kaya tinawag natin siyang schizoaffective. So tandaan, si schizo yan yung usual schizo na nandoon lang sa manic, no, phase as always. Pero sa schizoaffective, meron siyang hypomania or what we call depression also. May negative signs and symptoms din siya. So tandaan, okay? So what's wrong about kapag may toxicity? As I've said, ito nga yung magiging problems natin kapag meron tayong toxicity. So, neurologically, kapag meron kang ganito, anong mga neuroscience, no? So, this can cause confusion, no? This can cause vomiting. This can cause slurred speech. This can cause tremors, no? So, yun yung mga, ano, yung mga um, signs when you have uh, lithium toxicity, no? So, slurred speech, you're vomiting, yan, as I have told you, yan. So, problema definitely. So, pag super tataas na, so hindi na uh, more than 2 na yung levels natin, ayan, seizure can occur. Seizure, alam naman natin, seizure leads to coma, 'di ba? Kasi it's either loss of oxygen, no? Wala ng fuel for the brain, okay? Then coma occurs, then you die. no? Then you eventually die. Or ito muna, if you don't die, you have kidney ano, failure. Isipin mo, this causes kidney failure. Binigyan ka pa ng problemang matindi, 'di ba? So, ganun 'yun, guys, no? So, 'yan. So, what do we do, no? So, kaya nga dito, what do we do, no? So, especially sa lithium, no? Okay, so ganito 'yan. How do we take care of these patients, especially taking in lithium? Bawal natin to silang i-dehydrate, no? Gusto natin 'to, um, tawag dito, laging hydrated, well hydrated. Kasi you know what, lithium is actually salt, no? If you would if we would analyze, no, lithium is actually a salt. Okay, so tingnan niyo kapag may 'di ba naalala niyo sodium fluids always goes together. Hindi sila puwedeng maging imbalance. Kasi kung mawala yung fluids, mataas ang sodium, again equivalent ni sodium is your salt, is your lithium. So 'pag naiwan si lithium, mababa fluids, 'di ba sabi ko balance, 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 walang fluid, naiwan si salt or si lithium, what happens? Eh, di toxicity. It is easier to get a lithium toxicity if your client is dehydrated. So, lalagay natin dito, when you take care of these patients, no? So, nursing considerations. Okay. Kaya natin dito. So, nursing considerations. When taking in your lithium, no to dehydration. Ayaw natin ng dehydration. Tandaan, okay? So, hate natin siya. Kaaway natin siya. Okay? So, no to dehydration. Okay? Bakit pag may dehydration, okay, there is a increased chance, no? Increased chance, okay, or risk for lithium toxicity that we don't want. Lithium toxicity. So, kasi again, sabi ko nga, lithium hindi is like, is a salt also. No? Pag naiwan yan sa taas, mababa ang fluids, toxicity occurs. So, these are your symptoms. No? So, na naka-highlight natin ang symptoms that you don't like. No? So, you die, 'di ba? So, ganun 'yan. Okay? So, ano pa what we don't want, no? Kapag kapag may ganyan tayo, since na dapat gusto natin hydrated si patient niyo. So, ang gusto natin, you uh, keep them hydrated. So, kaya nga sinasabi ko, it just goes the same with other meds, no? Nagkakaroon ng toxicity kapag kulang kayo ng fluids in your body kasi nga hindi sila balance in your body. So, may iwan sila. So, there is always a chance of increased na toxicity in the body. So, another is what? O, tandaan, yung tinatawag nating mga diuretics. Tandaan yung diuretics. Diuretics. No, your diuretics. Okay? This can cause kidneys to hold on to your lithium. No? Tandaan niya. This causes kidneys to hold on to your lithium. Again, bakit na naman? Kasi magtatapon ka ng fluids, iwan niya yung sodium. Oh, you see? So, ayaw natin ng diuretics. So, you be careful when we use your diuretics. Understood? Okay. So, diuretics. So, your diuretics, okay? Your diuretics can cause your kidneys to hold on to lithium. 'Di ba? Kasi nga magtatapon ka ng fluids. So gagawin mo dito, madaling explanation lang, 'di ba? Um, ang nangyari sa diuretics is what? Remove fluids, remove fluids. Oh, tama? Then anong nangyari? Anong gagawin ni kidney? Retain your salt. Eh sino ba yung mga salt nyo? Sodium and your lithium is made of salt. So, naiwan sila. Maiwan sila. Tama? Oh, what happens ngayon sa fluids mo? The fluids mo are down, okay? Hindi na siya balance. Ano, maiwan sila dito sa top. Di naman sila gumalaw, pero nandito sila, iniwan ka eh. So, bumaba yung fluid. So, what happens to you? Lithium toxicity. Yes? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Di ba? Okay. So, tandaan nyo lagi yung nakakatawa nating balance, 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 balance. No? If i-remember nyo. Ito, kung hindi ito na-gets nitong mga section ko na bago, kindly inform me or tell me next week to emphasize a little about how this works kasi maganda to. Ano, maganda yan malaman na. So, yan. So, you have already yung ano, you have already this signs, no? So, kung ang patient natin, sabi nga natin, this causes what? If this causes, ano to? If this causes, kidney failure, kita nyo to, no? If this causes kidney failure, then what do you have to monitor for as nurses, di ba? So, you monitor for, o paulit-ulit na naman tayo na to, guys. What do you monitor for? Sa if you have a if you are at risk for kidney failure, what do you monitor for? Alam niyo to. Wag niyo kong ano, wag niyo kong sabihan na hindi niyo to alam. What to monitor for if you are at risk for kidney failure, what do you need to do? No, what do you need to do? Ano yung i-monitor niya? What do you need to do? Hoy, alam niyo to. What do you need to do? Check for the what? You monitor for the what? Monitor for the what? Hoy, alam niyan. Sinong kukumustahin? Kumustahin sino? Sinong kumustahin? Sino? Patay. Kumustahin si? Kumustahin si? Kumustahin si? Sino? Wala na bang olds na student? Puro new? Are everybody new na section? So, ang sabi ko, always, sinong kukumustahin if you want to check if your kidneys are functioning? Not that, Camille. Isa pa, the simpler one, the simplest one. Pero correct yon. Pero the simplest one, sino muna? Yung simple muna. Your sige pa, isa pa, nahawaan ka na yung kung saan ka nag-duty, no? Urine output. So, very good si Paul. Very good. Urine output. Di ba lagi urine muna? Urine. Di ba? Kumustahin nyo yung ihi nyo. Di ba? Yan ang sabi ko sa inyo, yung your urine output. Always check on your urine output. Di ba? Yung pinag-usapan natin about usual, no? So, urine output. Yan muna ang dapat minomonitor nyo, urine output. So, eto na, papasok na yung creatinine, papasok na yung ano, yung BUN, then papasok na si GFR. Pero 'di ba, sabi ko, always top of the list si urine output. Kumustahin nyo ang ihi nyo. Then eto na yung mga numbers. Dito na yung numbers natin. So again, what's the number ng ano ng ating creatinine? 0.6 to 1.2. Then your BUN is 10 to ilan? 10 to 20. Yes? Tama ba? 10 to 20? Ha? Oh, yung sasabihin tama. GFR is what? 90 to 120 ml per hour. Oh. Eh, yung BUN, ilan? BUN ilan? 10 to 20? Eh, 'di ba? 10 to 20? Are you sure? Okay, so very good. Very good. So, yan ang numbers, no? Paulit-ulit tayo, 'di tayo magsasawang ulit-ulitin 'to. Sabi sa inyo, yan, ulit-ulit tayo. So, ibig sabihin, if it is more than this, and less than this, you have a problem sa kidney nyo. Okay? Your kidneys are in distress, no? So, ganun yan. So, yan. So, what to do kapag may lithium toxicity? So, we hydrate them, no? So, the nursing action is kung dahil sa dehydration, kaya yan ang taas ng levels ng ano ng lithium. So we should hydrate the patient. So that is our nursing action, no? Those are the nursing considerations when ang problem natin is your lithium, no? Huwag niyong kakalimutan. So dito yung ating nursing actions, no? Your nursing actions would be um ayan. So sabi natin, rehydrate your client. Now we have to rehydrate, no? Rehydrate, no? So kasi kung tawag nito, pero ayaw naman natin yung ano, ayaw naman natin na ma-overhydrate. So dapat you have to ano, properly monitor your client, no? So you have to hold yung tinatawag nating mga NSAIDs, no? NSAIDs, so ibuprofen, naproxen, yan. Okay, so paulit-ulit ako diyan guys, ASA, yan, ASA, ibuprofen, naproxen, those are all NSAID. Okay? Indomethacin, yan. So, yan. Indomethacin, sorry. Indomethacin, yan. This is anti-inflammatory. No, so you have to hold them kasi para there will be kasi this medication causes increased risk. Bakit? Ito kasi mga over the counter na to guys, no, mataas sodium levels nito. Mataas ang sodium levels nito. Okay? So, ganun tayo. So, understood? Understood? Yes? Okay. So, thank you for for listening. So, ano pang nakalimutan natin? Okay? So, very good naman 'to. This is so very good. Okay. So, we'll shift to the ano, to the topic na ano, na yung iba, sabi ko nga sa inyo yung isang subject matter natin 'no, na last time is sabi ko na yung Monday ko iba yung pinag-usapan, yung Tuesday ko iba yung pinag-usapan namin. So with regards to the A, B, C, D, E, F, Gs of your psychotics, no, na medication. Kasi nga sabi ko, pinag-isa ko na lang yon for you to better understood or understand it easily. Kasi kung paisa-isa, so mahirap i-memorize gaya nito. Pero buti na lang ilinilink ko from one another. Pero in summary, eto lang din siya kapag isinamary ko itong lahat na ating mga 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 side effects ng ating antipsychotic medications, no? So dito ko yan ilalagay guys sa part na to. Okay? So huwag kayong mag-alala. These are the side effects of your psychotic drugs. Kaya before meron tayong quote, yung first quote natin na paulit-ulit natin, sabi ko, it's that all antipsychotic psychotic drugs, ano nga yan, causes hypotension, okay, and ano yan, weight changes. Yan. So, ibig sabihin, stick to that. Kasi all na nga. I already told you that it is all. When I say it's all. So you always choose hypotension as one of the side effects and weight changes. Kasi sabi dito, pag when you see yung weight changes ko is not really specific. So ano yung weight changes na I'm saying here? So yung weight changes that I'm saying here is again, this is weight gain. No, this is always weight gain. Pero meron lang sa isang notable na medication. Sino notable na medication natin? It's your Prozac. No? It's your Prozac. Ang Prozac natin is leaning towards weight loss. Weight loss than weight gain. Pero weight gain can occur also. Depende kasi yun sa effect niya with the person. Pero more on yung Prozac leans towards weight loss. So weight loss than weight gain. Pero may patient with weight gain din sa Prozac pero leans forward more towards your weight loss key Prozac. So you take note on that. Understood? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay, very good. Okay. So, ayan. So, sabi ko, nung pinag-usapan namin yung side effects and adverse effects. So, what does nurses do para clear tayo ng understanding? What do you do kapag you encounter a side effect? Sabi ko sa kanila. What do you do when you encounter a adverse effect? Okay, so tandaan nyo to. When you see side effect, no, remember the E, it's actually expected. Na? This is expected when you see the the E sa side effect. It is expected. So what is the action of the nurse when you see side effect? Okay. So when you see a side effect, you never stop the medication. Never stop the medication. Bakit? This is actually kasi expected that will happen, no? So don't stop the medication. Then what do you do that? What do you do? You document, no? You document and you observe your client. Document and observe your client, no? Tapos after you observe, document and you observe, then you inform, yan, inform lang the healthcare provider, no? Na there is a presence of a side effect, no? There's no harm, no significant reaction occurred, no? So ganun ang i-inform ninyo sa healthcare provider and for your co nurses during the handoff. So, how about kapag you have a adverse effect? Okay, get the E again, pero dito sa E, this now means emergent, no? Sa adverse effect, this is now emergent ang letter E. So, emergency na to siya. Ibig sabihin, this is actually life-threatening, no? This is actually life-threatening. So, how do you do that? How do you respond? So, dito na yon yung difference. So, kung dito, you stop the meds. You stop the drug. Okay? Number two, what do you do? You stop the drug, no? Sunod is you assess, 'di ba? And you monitor, okay? Assess and you monitor, okay? Then you call the healthcare provider immediately. 'Yun ang ibig sabihin niya. Kasi this is life-threatening. Understood? Understood? So this goes to all the drugs, no? This goes with all the drugs. This is how you do your side or you this is how you tawag na to. This is how you um, act. This is how you act na if you see side effect and adverse effect. So now, sabi ko nga, kapag gamot naman talaga, isa lang naman actually ang pinag-uusapan natin eh. Pag aside sa function yan eh, yun lang yung function. There's nothing to talk about its function. It's a good function. Pero sa nagpo-focus ang mga test with the side effects and the adverse effect and its effect to the individual. So, yun ang lagi tayong marami sa exams. Kasi yun yung pinaka-importante. So, kaya nga sabi ko, we have your A, B, C, D, E, F, G's, no? So, dito ko ilalagay kasi sayang yung space. No? Lumayo na naman ako doon sa original na lagayan, kakagigil. So, tingnan, may space ako hanggang. Okay. So, let's talk about your so we have your A, letter A, right? A. We have your B's, we have your C's, we have your D's, we have your E's, yeah, E's, we have your F's, yeah, we have your G's. Okay, yeah. Yan, yeah. So, yan, yeah. So, anong ibig sabihin? These are the most or this is the common side effect of your psychotropic medication. Pinag-isa ko na yan, guys. No? So, A means this is your anticholinergic effect. Sabi ko nga, anticholinergic effect. So, yan ang ibig sabihin niya. Anticholinergic effect. Okay. So, sabi ko, the other day and nung time na i-mention ko to sa Tuesday group, if you'd remember, kasi yung Tuesday group is my old student from the first semester. No? Sabi ko nga, if they remember what cholinergic is. So some did not, pero as soon as I started talking, then they remembered it again. So ganun naman ang problema, eh, no? Lagi tayong may limot para tayong si Dory. 'Di ba? So, sabi ko nga anticholinergic. So, relate ko again with your medical surgical nursing. Sabi ko, can you remember what anticholinergic medications do you remember doon sa medical surgical nursing natin? Anticholinergic. So, I gave them a example ng anticholinergic doon sa ano natin sa MS. So, one example of our anticholinergic sa MS is your atropine. So, atropine is a anticholinergic. No? Ano ba si atropine? Bakit ano ba yung function niya doon sa medical surgical nursing natin? So this is given, no? So this is given si atropine natin, given to people with symptomatic, symptomatic, symptomatic or asymptomatic bradycardia. So, the word would be bradycardia. So, yan naman yan eh. Bradycardia. Anong ibig sabihin? A heart rate of less than 60 beats per minute. Yan ang ibig sabihin when you see bradycardia. So, bakit? So, atropine, pag ibinigay mo sa bradycardia patient, causes your heart rate to increase kasi yun ang function ng atropine nyo, no, pampataas ng heart rate. So, atropine, function yan, no, pag binigay mo dito, would definitely help you increase the heart rate, no. So, pag tumaas ang heart rate, definitely damay si blood pressure. So, tataas ang blood pressure mo. So, very good yan. 'Di ba? Pag binigay mo sa bradycardic na patient, so tataas yan. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yan ang function ng atropine. It gives you energy. It increases. So, ano to? Sympathetic or parasympathetic stimulation when you give them atropine? Sige nga, pa-type. Is this up or down ang effect? Up or down effect? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Yan. Tingnan ko kung up and down yan. Show me your thumbs lang. So, ito, up and down, up or down. So, yan. Meron ng 5, no? So, these are up effect. So, yun ang ibig sabihin nun. These are up effects. So, ibig sabihin, um, it gives you energy. No, it increases everything. No? So, ganun ang ibig sabihin ng anticholinergic medication. No? Anticholinergic medication. Pero hindi ko, ayaw ko i-explain ulit dito with yung tinatawag na cholinergic, anticholinergic, cholinesterase, adrenergic, adrenergic blocker, channel blockers. Explain ko yan. Remind me next week when we see each other. Kasi ito is masasayang yung ano, I'll give a special attention yan sa isang lecture ulit. Pero hindi dito. Kasi tatagal. No? Kasi I need to finish yung A to, to G. So, yan. No? Yan ang example. So, ano naman itong anticholinergic effect na to? So, the bad thing about this is this causes you to to become so dry, no? Ang patient nito becomes so dry, no? They become so dry. Yan yung word. Bakit? Pag when you become so dry, anong kakalabasan? No, lalakyan ko na lang si N. No, P, poop, sweat, okay? No, P, poop, sweat, saliva. Yun, yan. So, pag nakita niyo yan, okay? You cannot even see. Meron kang blurred vision, no? No seeing, no? So, actually, lanlalabo, no? No seeing. So, blurred vision. Okay, so no pee, no poop, no sweat, no saliva, no seeing. So, those are very all the dangers. Pero, yung iba dito na mention ko na sa taas kasi meron ditong anticholinergic na gamot din. If you'd remember, tama? So, you have a anticholinergic medication din dito. So, meron tayo dito anticholinergic eh. Nasaan na ba yan? Sino yan dito? Anticholinergic natin. Same thing. Anticholinergic. Nasaan na siya? Anticholinergic. Nasaan na siya? Dami na pala, no? Pag, nung umakyat ako, no, guys, no? So, at least, these are all recorded, no? So, from the start ng lecture natin. So, ito. So, tingnan nyo, si TCA nyo, yan, nakita nyo to. Si TCA nyo, yung tricyclic antidepressant nyo, no? Si Elavil-Tofranil, no? Yan ang sabi ko, pinakamadaling tandaan, si Elavil-Tofranil. So, they too has a anticholinergic effect. So, kaya sabi ko, nabanggit ko na yan doon sa kabila. So, hinahanap ko lang para I can make an arrow on it, no? Na kung sino ang kapareho. So, ano kaya ang pang-ano natin? Kaya alam ko na. Sige, ito na lang. Blue. Yeah. So, see, anticholinergic effect. Tingnan niyo ito. Anticholinergic. So, same thing with this one. Diba? Cholinergic. So, anticholinergic. So, you see? So, pareho. Anticholinergic effect. So, ayan na. So, makikita nyo. So, no peep, no pee, no poop, no sweat, no saliva. So, very dry yung client. Very dry yung client natin. Is this a problem? Definitely yes. No? It's a problem. Definitely yes. How? Di Carabao. Syempre, tingnan nyo to. No pee. Okay? If you have no pee, so anong meron tong urinary retention. Urinary retention. 'Di ba? Hindi ka wiwi eh, 'di ba? Urinary retention ka. Can you be prone to infection? Definitely yes, no? May risk din siya for infection, urinary infection. Okay, kasi what happens is naiiwan lang yung fluids inside your bladder, no? Okay. So, no poop, problem kasi this would be constipation, 'di ba? Constipation, ayaw natin 'yan. No sweat, problem. No saliva is a problem. Bakit? You go dry, dry mouth. You have a dry mouth. Pag may dry mouth ka, causes crack lips. Di ba? Oh, so makita mo, crack lips. Eh ano naman, no? Dry mouth, crack lips, blah, blah, blah. Oh, what happens next? Infection. Diba? Risk for infection. Anong infection? Parotitis. Parotitis, yes. Parotitis, ano pa? Stomatitis. Yan. So, problema? Definitely yes, problema. No seeing, di kayo makakita. Is it a problem? Iyan mo na yan para ano, di ba? That's a problem, no seeing. So, ano to? Safety. O, di ba? Anong safety? Injury. Di ba? Fall risk. Oh, you see? So, is it easy? No? Is it easy to remember? Is it important? No? Very important. Okay? So, ganun yan. Paulit-ulit lang yan, guys. Kaya sabi ko sa inyo, always remember. No? No? Pero, I want you to, ano, um, tell me next week na about this na yung mga cholinergic, yung mga ganun that you see before ng first year kaysa ka sa pharmacology for you to understand it easily. No? Siya pa lang, alam nyo na kung ano ang effect. So B, what's a B stand for? B stand for B stands for your blurred vision. So meron na tayo doon, no? So you have your blurred vision. B stands for your blurred vision. So no seeing, no? So kita nyo dito, no? You you cannot see. Yeah, blurred vision. So again, anong problema natin? Is safety concern. So again, safety. So let's go to your safety box again or safety folder. So kasi nga again if you have a risk for fall. So ano na to? So fall precaution. So dapat meron kayong fall precaution. Yun na yan. So yung mga ano yung fall precaution nyo? So yung safety kanina sa safety folders natin, yun na yun, yung nasa top. Okay? Asan na yun? Ayan na yun. 'Di ba? Ituturo ko na lang siya as blue. Okay? Safety pack. So saan na siya? Ito na siya, guys. Bam. Yes? Tama? Tama ba? Tama ba? Tama ba? Tama. So you see why gusto ko, kaya sabi ko sa inyo, gusto nating i-require. Sabi ko nga na, ang joke ko, di ba? Ang joke ko kapag kayo maging student ko, sasabihin ko, ako pipirma, gawa kayo ng ano. Anong pipirmahan ko? Pipirmahan ko na, sabi po ni Kurt, requirement, dapat ang meron na kaming iPad Air 20. iPad Air o kaya, ano, um, Galaxy Tab 11 Ultra, ganun, requirement. Kasi you see, tingnan mo yung notes ko. I love taking notes na I can just zoom in and zoom out kasi all the answers are there. All the information that I want to know is there. Yun nga lang, ako magulo lang talaga kasi arrow here, arrow there. Connect lang ako ng connect. So, kesa sulat ako ng sulat ng paulit-ulit. Pero I always do that every time naman. So, pero it's very good when you do your notes like this one. No, kasi you just go left and right, zoom in, zoom out, then you look for the other ones, no? Pero pag hindi ko na nakikita, nabubulag na ako kasi nga kung saan-saan ko linalagay, I just repeat it again. Okay? Pero I know it's there. So you see, so blurred vision is safety problem. So how about C? So ano yung C natin? C is what? C is what? C is for C is for C is for okay, C is for your constipation, no? So nandun na yun siya. Bakit constipation? Ang gusto ko nga kasi mag-isip muna kayo. Bakit constipation? Where did that constipation come from? Yan ang gusto kong ano, eh. So, medyo pag-isipan niyo, where did that constipation comes from? So, siyempre dahil magtatagal kung ano, aabutin na naman tayong recording ng 2 oras, eh, matagal na kalagi. So, I go on straight to the point. So, ano yung, medication natin, antipsychotics? Antipsychotics are what? Fancy words for tranquilizers, 'di ba? I told you that. Tama. These are all tranquilizers. So these are sedatives, no? What does sedatives do to your body? Pag binagyan kayong sedative, it kills your GI, syempre. Kaya nga, 'di ba, pag nag-OR, we give you sedatives. We sedate you, 'di ba? We give you sedatives, we give you paralyzers or paralytics, no, para di kayo gagalaw, no. Pero so itong sedative alone will do yung isipin mo when we are giving anesthetics, no. So it kills your what? It kills you actually. I mean, it kills you. It does not make you move. Pero again, may heart rate ka, may BP ka, normal. And I mean, you have a normal vital signs. Pero again, what happens to you? You are, we put you down. Even your organs, we put you down. So what happens to your GI? So your GI sleeps too. O, di ba? Pati si GI nyo, tulog yun. So GI is down. Anong ibig sabihin dito? Is it moving? Yes or no? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Is it moving kapag sinidate ka namin? Thumbs up, thumbs down. So no, 'di ba? So dead yung GI mo. So not moving. So it's actually not moving yung GI nyo. So what happens to you kapag sinidate namin kayo? So nagkakaroon kayo ng ano, stasis sa GI nyo. So kaya nagiging constipated kasi kulang ng movement. So constipation because of the lack of movement noong ating GI, 'di ba? So yan yung pinakang cause. Can we make this more severe or worse? Okay, yes, we can make this more severe. Kaya sabihin lang natin na constipation lang naman pala, no? Pero hindi lang pala kasi we can make this more severe. So paano natin 'yan? So 'di ba tingnan nyo, kasi ano to, tranquilizers, it puts you down, it makes your GI stop moving or your peristalsis nyo will stop or will cease, no? So pwede itong mag-cause guys ng ano, this can definitely cause okay, this can cause what? This can cause your tinatawag na um, paralytic ileus, no? We have what we call your paralytic ileus. Paralytic ileus. This can cause paralytic ileus. Sipin mo yan. Paralyzed yung ilium mo. Okay? So, ano naman kapag paralyzed? Again, it's not moving. So, ano yung worst case to worst that can happen? So, magkakaroon ng um, there will be tawag nito, there will be accumulation. No? So, hindi magmo-move yung poop, yung mga gusto nating ilabas sa in the form of our feces. No, hindi. So, na-stuck ngayon siya sa ileus nyo. So, what happens to that? No? Kapag na-stuck yan sa ileus nyo, no? Okay, halimbawa na-stuck sa ileus nyo, no? So, napuno, 'di ba? So, halimbawa, ito yung, hindi, ito na lang, para lighter in color. Halimbawa, yan, no? Okay, so that's your ileus. Halimbawa, this is your poop, 'di ba? Na-stuck na dito kasi it's not moving, 'di ba? Those are your poops. 'Di ba? Na-stuck na diyan your poops. Stuck na yung poops. So, hindi makalabas kasi hindi gumagalaw. Walang peristalsis. Can this goes ano, can this can this be more problematic in time? Yes, definitely kasi pwede pa siyang lumaki, no? Anong ibig sabihin? Pwede pang lumaki, maiipon pa din yung poop. Maipan pa din yung poop nyo. So, may ipon yung poop. So, lalaki, 'di ba? Lalaki poop. Dadami, ipon na yung poop, 'di ba? Ipon ng poop. So, what happens to that kapag hindi niya na kaya? This can lead to perforation, no? This can lead to perforation. It perforates, no? It perforates. So, ganun yan. It perforates. So, when it perforates, it goes where? No? So, it goes to your, ano, to your peritoneum. It goes to your peritoneum. Peritoneum. Will that be a problem? Definitely yes, kasi this causes infection. Kasi this is, your peritoneum is supposed to be sterile, no? Sterile, yung peritoneum nyo, naturally sterile, kaso napasukan ng poop, no? Ng mga GI na contents, nakapasukin ng poop. So what happens next? Peritonitis. Cause peritonitis, then you definitely what? You definitely again die. Okay? You definitely die again. Okay? So, ganun yan. We can make that worst. So, again, ayaw natin ng constipation. So, no to constipation. Understood? So, syempre, what you do as nurses, no? So, sabi natin, syempre, nursing for this, nursing care is, gagawin natin is, hydrate, fluid intake, no? Pero kung may limit yung fluid restrictions, make sure na naka-note tayo with the fluid restrictions. So, ano yung next? Increase fiber sa diet. Increase fiber sa diet. So, dadamihan nyo ng saging, yes or no? Bibigyan natin siya ng saging, yes or no? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Saging, bigyan natin saging. Yes or no? Guys, saging. Isa lang sumagot. Si Sati. Si Sati. Sati. Parang walang tao. Nulit lang ni Sati. O, di ba? Okay, no. No to saging, okay? No, kasi it makes you constipated. Never give them saging, no? It's at, ano, okay, give them veggies, no? You give them veggies, not a banana. Okay? Banana makes you constipated, no? So, ito yun ang need nyo to remember kasi nahuli ko naman na sila dyan eh. So, don't forget, your banana makes you constipated. Tandaan nyo. So, note ko dito, no to banana. No to banana. No to the minions, no? No to the minions. Okay, no to the minions. So, no to banana. Okay. So, ayan. So, wag kakalimutan. Ayaw natin ng constipation. Okay. So, what's letter D? Nawala na naman yung internet. Sana lumabas na. So, very good. So, ayan, lumabas again. So, D stands for what? Again, ayoko nang patagalin pa. Kasi we are very good. Your dizziness, no? You have dizziness, you have drowsiness. Okay? You have dizziness, you have your drowsiness. So, bakit? Again, what are we talking about? Kasi na medication. We are actually talking about a tranquilizer, a sedative, a major sedative in the form of your antipsychotics. Kaya nga paulit-ulit ako sinabi, antipsychotics are just sedatives, no? It keeps our client down pag makakulit sila. This controls irritability, agitation, and hyperactivity. Kaya natin nagbibigay ng tranquilizers. So, wala namang tinurukan ng tranquilizer, tulog agad. So, syempre hindi. Elepante nga napakalaki na pag tinira sila ng tranquilizers, what do? Grugi muna, hilo-hilo muna sila before they go down. They get dizzy, they get drowsy. So, kasi nga, the side effect no, napasunod-sunod ng inyong tranquilizers or your sedatives. So you get dizzy and you get drowsy. So ano yung pinakang concern natin again ng nurse dito is safety. Okay? Safety again. So saan na naman tayo pupunta? Safety. So babalik lang tayo again with your safety. Okay? So ganun tayo. Balik tayong safety. Okay? Pag meron ka na itong drowsiness, dizziness, safety. Okay? Again, pwede bang mag-drive? No, di pwede mag-drive. Okay? So, add ko dito. Baka kasi may shoot nyo. So, no driving. No? Ay, hindi tayo pwede. No, no, okay, no driving. Okay, no driving. No operating heavy machineries. Operating heavy machineries. Okay? Even a bicycle, have your bicycle, okay? Little, even a little baby car, no? Okay, so no to operation of any of this, no? So bawal. So kasi again, it's what we call tawag dito, it's what we call safe, no? It's what we call safe. So, wag kakalimutan yan. So, what does E stands for? No? So, ang E means this is what we call your extrapyramidal syndrome, no? This is your this is your extra pyramidal syndrome. Yan ang ibig sabihin niya. So, extrapyramidal syndrome or your symptoms, no? Syndrome or symptoms. So, these are actually this is actually a drug induced na movement disorders, no? Kasi there is a blockage of the dopamine in the brain. Actually yan ang ano diyan, ang effect, blinak yung dopamine, no? Kasi usually why do we block the dopamine levels in our body? Kasi kapag may mania, 'di ba? Kapag we treat mania sa patient, yung hyperactivity. Kasi during hyperactivity, there is a increased influx of your dopamine kasi yun ang nagpapa-active sa atin, your dopamine, your epinephrine, your no, or your adrenaline, yun ang nagpapataas ng energy natin eh. So what does that do we do is we cut off that dopamine, no? So ngayon naman, mabibigla yung katawan. Bang! So magkakaroon siya ng movement disorders. Hindi niya na alam kung paano siya mag-move. 'Di ba? Isipin mo, di niya na alam kung paano siya mag-move. So ganun yung extrapyramidal syndrome. Kaya nga ang tawag ko lang naman diyan sa extrapyramidal syndrome is it is just dystonia. No, that is just a dystonia. So pero eto muna. So which drug causes your EPS most of the time? So the drugs that are common that commonly causes your EPS is your gusto ko makulay para makita ng agad. So yung natin mga ay yung mga gamot sa bipolar yan. Okay? So we have medications um, yung meds for bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder. So ano nga yun if you'd remember a while ago. So sino nga yun? Yung matindi, 'di ba? Si Giodon, no? So si Giodon. So si Ziprasidone, no? So this is one medication that really comes in my mind kapag EPS, no? So si Giodon or so what we call yung tinatawag Ziprasidone. Again, don't forget the Z for the zanies, no? Always remember Z or Z for the zanies, Ziprasidone. Okay? So, wag kalimutan. Or your Giodon. So, Siyempre, and other antipsychotic medication. So, ito, ano yung usual characteristic? 'Di ba sabi ko nga dito mayroon 'tong Parkinsonian symptoms, no? So, yun yung pinakauna kong in-stress. Pero before ko yun stress, ang pinakang the thing that stands the most is yung sabi kong meron 'tong tinatawag na, um, dystonia, 'yan. Kasi makalimutan ko, eh. So, ang signs and symptoms would be yung sabi kong dystonia, okay? Dystonia. So, there is yung sudden involuntary muscle contraction, okay? So, yun yun. So, definition is, gusto natin ito, hiwalayin natin. So, there is a sudden, involuntary. Sinabi ko na din yan yesterday, involuntary muscle contraction or spasm. Contraction, contraction or spasms, no? So, ang problema ko dito is it it oftenly occurs where yun yung driving force ng bakit we need to know, no, the importance of yung dystonia nga and kung saan yung concern natin. Ito kasi, this often attacks yung yung face, neck. Yan ang problema. Your face, your neck, no? Isipin mo your neck, your jaw, okay? Kaya meron 'tong eye rolling, pero I don't care, no? 'Di naman mamamatay sa eye rolling, okay? Then characterized by pain, no? Yun din yung isang characteristic nito, na this has actually yung spasm niya may pain. Okay, pero what kills you is this one, is the spasm contraction saan? Sa face, neck, and the jaw. Yan yon. This is what kills you. Kasi anything kahit na doon sa MS natin last time na we talked about it last year, 'di ba? Kaya nga sabi ko hitting two birds with one stone, no, three birds with one stone. Anything that says spasm, edema, no, or namamaga, swelling, edema, spasm, no, contraction saan sa face, sa neck, basta involve yung upper airway mo, no. This can cause upper airway obstruction, no. So yun yung pinakang concern natin dito. Ang pinakang concern natin kasi this leads to upper airway obstruction. Understood? Guys? Yes? Thumbs up, thumbs down. So this leads to the main problem that we have is this can cause upper airway obstruction. So ano naman kapag may upper airway obstruction, di you die, no? You can die. Kaya ang question dyan, what is the most important equipment at the bedside that the patient should have, no, or you should have every time na you have a patient like this na may spasm, edema sa face, no? Alam niyo 'yan, anong sagot? Yung mga sumasagot na, alam nila 'yan. Sagot. Ano dapat the most important equipment? The most Very good. The most important equipment is your tracheostomy set. Tracheostomy set. So, in the event na merong upper airway obstruction, yan. Anong ibig sabihin? Mamamanage agad natin by inserting tracheostomy. Okay, so halimbawa sa choices walang tracheostomy, tapos ang next is your uh, intubation set. Go with the intubation set, no? So, kasi baka hanap kayo ng tracheostomy, wala nga, pero may nakalagay na intubation set, then go with the intubation set. Halimbawa, pareho sila lahat nandoon, which goes first? Tracheostomy set. No, always ang unang sagot would be tracheostomy set. So, yan yung ibig sabihin when you have your dystonia. So, yan yung pinaka-concern. So, dito, yung Parkinsonian na symptoms naman, ito lang yung may example pa ako, ginaya ko pa nga last time. Yung sabi ko is meron kayong shuffling gaits, no, and tremors, yun. Yung Parkinsonian symptoms niyo, no. So, lagay ko dito na. So, we have your Parkinsonian symptoms niyo. Okay, symptoms. So, sabi ko nga, you have your shuffling gaits, no? Meron kang shuffling gaits, shuffled gaits, no? Let me do the shuffling, 'di ba? Parang gano'n. So, ano, shuffling gait, shuffled gait, then meron kang tremors. Again, sabi nga natin bakit ito nagkakaganito kasi biglang tinanggal yung dopamine mo sa katawan. So ngayon di na alam ng pasyen ay ng katawan mo paano gagalaw kasi wala ng dopamine, 'di ba? So that's what happens to you. That is your dystonia, no? That's your EPS, no, or extrapyramidal symptoms or extrapyramidal symptoms. So dito para this fits my narrative, so may linagay ako dito na that would fit my narrative. Pero matatawa kayo kasi yung F dito dinaya ko. Dinaya ko yung F, okay? Dinaya ko yung F to fit my narrative. So, ang ginawa ko sa F is photosensitivity. Photosensitivity. 'Di ba guys? So, ang ginawa ko sa F is photosensitivity. F. Ginawa ko siyang photosensitivity. Okay? Photosensitivity para pumasok sa narrative ko. Okay? So, eto na 'yon yung mga fan ng Twilight, 'no, mga fan ng Twilight, ma-Ere Edward na, ma-Ala-Ala Edward, ma-Abela-Bela na, gano'n. So, this is you. So, photosensitivity. So, siyempre ayaw sa araw, so what do you do as nurses? So, siyempre, um, ah, we give them, give them sunglasses. So, pero kung nasa room nila, what do we do? So, we regulate, no? We regulate, hindi naman turned off, don't turn the light off. Regulate the light inside the room. The light inside the room. Light inside the room. So, ano ibig sabihin? Not too dark, not too bright, no? Na it will always be safe for the patient to move on around. Dapat double safety. So, ganun. So, advise the client not to look directly sa bright lights, no? Advise not to look directly sa bright lights. Okay? Understood? Understood? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Okay. Thumbs up, thumbs down, guys. Kina thumbs up, thumbs down. Very good. So, sisinga muna ako kasi masisingot ko na yung ano ko, itong gamit ko dito. Nasisingot yung letter G, no? G, again, dinaya ko din yung G. Mandaraya pala to, sir, eh. So, dinaya ko din yung G para to fit the narrative, no? So, yung G, I added a little A on it, pero ganun pa din ang gawin nyo, no? So, hindi pwedeng magkahiwalay, no? So, do this again. So, agranulocytosis, no? So, don't forget this one. So, agranulocytosis. So, meron ng agranulocytosis dito na example. So, pero when you say kasi again, para lang maalala nyo from itong yung mga hindi nakakita kanina. When you say agranulocytosis. Okay. So, hello baby. Oh, ulo, dalawa. Dami mong anak, Kim. So, ayun. So, when you say agranulocytosis, ito yung you have a low WBC. So, meron kang neutropenia, meron kang leukopenia, meron kang leukopenia. So, yan. So, you have neutropenia, leukopenia. Again, the question nga na sabi ko sa inyo, oh, ano naman? So, yun nga yun. Ano naman, ang ano naman dito is if you have a low WBC, you have neutropenia, leukopenia, there's no way to fight infection. So, you have or your client have have a problem ng risk for infection. So, yan yung sinabi ko kanina. Kasi yung agranulocytosis nandito na din yun sa kabila. So, I hope I can find it, no? So, nandito din yun sa medication natin dito. So, na we have a very, um, delicates na medication which is si Giodon, no? So yan si Giodon guys, no? Agranulocytosis. So kaya sabi ko nga sa inyo, A B C D F G. So these are all these are all the medications. These are all the side effects of your antipsychotic or antipsychotic medication. So yan, no, agranulocytosis. So you have a neutropenia, you have leukopenia, no? So you'll be at risk for infection. So your WBC is actually less than 4,000. So kaya ang sabi ko kanina, what do you have to watch for? You watch for any signs of infection, especially flu-like symptoms kasi yan yung una that we get kapag mababa yung yung immune system. Yan yung pinakaunang what we have. Okay? So, okay, make sure to watch out for your agranulocytosis. Doon yan makikita. So, syempre, you have to monitor for your WBC count. So, one of the nursing responsibility. So, nursing responsibility is you always have to be aware, no? Aware of the patient's WBC levels. So, saan nyo makikita? Check nyo sa complete blood count. Everyday naman yan pinapacheck, no? Especially if may ganitong mga problem. So, understood? Understood, guys? Yes? Understood? Thumbs up, thumbs down? So, very good. So, yan ang ating yan ang ating all everything that you have to know when it comes to your antipsychotic medications, no? So, ayan. So, I'll just stop the recording kasi sobrang haba na naman ng i-upload nito.